Well, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie, and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And today we are going to take a look at what we can expect this weekend. The energy's been crazy, you guys. The things that we've been seeing and it's just nuts. The things going on in our country, this coup that's happening right before us, this is unprecedented times. And I kind of almost feel like we have to do readings like day by day just to see what we can expect. So I'm not asking any specific questions. I'm just looking at general energy. So this is general energy. And I'm looking specifically at the United States, okay? We're not going to look outside of the U.S. So general energy in the U.S. this weekend, which is Friday, February 7th through Sunday, February 9th, 2025. Okay, let's see what we've got here. As always, my readings are for entertainment purposes only, you guys. Do your own research, form your own opinions, all of that stuff. Make sure you're looking at verified sources. And keep in mind that if you're going to state something as fact in the comment section down below, please also include your resource so that the rest of us can go check out what you're saying. Okay, so the first thing we have is the Three of Swords reversed. The Three of Swords reversed talks about heartbreak and grief. A need to reconciliation. This is a need for people to come together to stop what's going on. There's a lot of people right now that are feeling a lot of fear and heartbreak and grief over what's happening, but the feeling, it's like increasing, and it's because we have this Nine of Swords and this Ten of Swords, you guys. It's not looking great. The energy is not looking great. It's really high. It's times of really high anxiety. So I'm wondering if there's going to be something that happens this weekend that's like a heartbreak, like a tragedy, such as, you know, like we saw the plane crash with the helicopter, and then we saw the other medevac plane crash. So I'm just really feeling like there might be like some other tragedy that happens this weekend. Some, you know, yeah. What's crossing this is the Hermit. The Hermit energy, this is about wisdom. So wisdom is not being used right now by some people because of the choices that they're making, but wisdom is being used right now by others, people that are combating what's happening. So that is what's going to kind of help slow down the wheels of this coup that's happening. There's a light. Essentially, this Hermit is like there is a little tiny light that's shining on this Three of Swords. So I don't know if what that's really talking about. You know, when we talk about what's going on in the world, and I always tell you guys, it's really important to consume just as much, if not more, positive content as we do negative content or stressful content. I feel like my readings are very stressful. Lately, they have been anyway. So I always encourage you guys that, you know, when you're done, however long this video is, go spend the same amount of time and a few minutes more doing something that's going to raise your vibration. And I feel like this Hermit card is shining a light on exactly that. So it's remembering, okay, we're going to talk about some really heavy stuff, and there's going to be some really heavy stuff that's going on. But we also are in this process of this split that's happening here in the United States, or not in the United States, excuse me, the split that's happening in the world. And it's that shift, right? Some people are going to remain in the 3D, and people are shifting through the 4D into the 5D. People are starting to wake up. People are starting to become more in touch with their instincts, their emotions. People are becoming more psychic. We're starting to see all kinds of stuff. And this is that reminder of, okay, when we're going through this stuff, you can choose if you are going to experience this or if you are going to have a different experience. For myself, I have determined that I am going to not experience this. I'm going to have a different experience. So that's the energy that I stay in to shield myself from this energy. So please keep that in mind. And I really feel like that's what this Hermit card is referencing here, is that we can combat, like, the obstacle to all of this pain and heartache is continuing to shine our light, even if it's tiny. Okay. The time that we're coming out of is the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is stress, it's anxiety, it's regret, it's feeling trapped and haunted, and this is the energy we're coming out of. I mean, I think we all kind of know we're all very stressed. We don't know what's going on. There's been a lot of weird stuff happening with Trump making the claim that, the U.S. is taking over Gaza. And then I saw today a new story where now Netanyahu is like saying, yeah. So I really feel like, that's what we're looking at here, as we're looking at the residual emotions from this Nine of Swords. Okay. What we're going into is the Ten of Swords. This is a progression. So we're going to be going from one and heightening to the next. The Ten of Swords, this is ending suffering, revenge, retaliation. I wonder if we're going to start to see retaliations being carried out for, like, people being arrested in the Justice Department that worked on the J6 case, or I keep saying too, I'm waiting for Iran to retaliate for the last strike that Israel had against Iran. Iran said that they were going to respond. This is just not looking great. This energy is not looking great this weekend. Okay, so we have a lot of swords energy. So we have the Knight of Swords reversed. This is stressful situations, and this is like things that are blown out of proportion and people being on the warpath. And I very much feel like this entire situation that we see going on right now in the government, with this coup, these are people on the warpath. These are people that are like coming in and taking over, and they don't care. We have the Knight of Cups. This, I feel like, this is in the position of what we don't see coming. And I feel like this is Democrats putting forth more and more legislation. We may see so there is a proposal that was put forward by Hakeem Jeffries today, an act that would essentially stop Elon Musk. And all he needs is 3 House Republicans to join them. That's it. I have not seen anything yet as far as what's going on, but this could be potentially the 3 House Republicans joining the Democrats. But this could also just be someone coming in with a solution, someone coming in with an offer. It's going to be small, and it's not going to take care of the problem, but they're going to come in and they're going to try. They're going to try to do what they can to fix this. Now, I don't know if this is fixable, you guys. I've been saying that my gut is telling me that this is where we're going to go through a major transition. If we were going off of what my gut tells me that it's too late, and that the U.S. is going to change. It's going to be something we've never seen before, and to just get prepared for it. Okay. I mean, that's like my gut. That's what my gut's telling me. Okay. So then we have the King of Swords reversed, all the swords energy. This is a destructive influence, and this is malice. So we're going to see more destruction and malice, and I just feel like this is coming out of Elon. We have the World reversed. This is the environment right now. Things are not being completed. The World, when it's reversed, it talks about lacking fulfillment. So, They're trying to get more information. Elon hasn't gotten everything that he wants to get. They're trying to get more and more and more. They really just have no regard. The people right now that are running things, those are the people in charge, have zero regard for laws or rules or the way that things should be done. They just don't care. They look at it and they're like, meh, whatever. Where we're going this weekend, how this whole thing is going to turn out, is the Fool reversed. This is foolishness. This is indiscretion. So we are going to see continued headlines this weekend about absolute, just ridiculous choices, ridiculous foolishness. This is just absolutely insane. I want to take a peek at, let's see here. What question do I want to ask? What's the energy of Elon Musk's weekend? I want to know what the energy is for Elon Musk's weekend. What is the energy for Elon Musk's weekend? If you're ever wondering what decks I use, if you go in the description box down below, there is a link to my website, and on my website, there are all of the decks I use and links to where you can purchase them. There is also a portal where you can book your own private tarot reading with me if you are interested. And finally, if you are interested in supporting the channel and becoming a member and accessing member exclusive content, the information and the link to join that is also in the description box down below. So you can go check that out. Okay, what is going to be the energy of Elon? What's his weekend going to look like? So he's going to try something new. He's going to try to get into something new. There's going to be a new headline. Okay, something that he hasn't done yet. We're going to find out something new. There's going to be a new department. There's going to be a new thing. Oh my God, he's going to take something down. The tower. This is just absolute destruction. This is cataclysm. We have the 8 of Wands reversed. This is an altercation. This is being rash. This is making a decision super fast out of emotion. We have the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands it's exhaustion. It's being battle depleted. It's like having spent your time in war and fighting. The Hierophant reversed and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so the Hierophant reversed is government. The Hierophant is government. It's institution. When it's reversed, it's doing things the opposite. It's doing things that are anti-government, anti-establishment, unorthodox, coming in and doing something completely different. And he's going in and lighting a match to everything he can. He's burning it down. This weekend is not going to be a good weekend. I have just a really bad feeling about this, you guys. And I don't want to be, like a doomsday person out there, like dun dun dun, or falsely raising alarm, but I feel like something's going to happen, and it could happen with the data that's already been taken. Yeah. Okay. So now I want to see what kind of a weekend is Donald Trump going to have. What is the energy for Donald Trump this weekend? I saw that Hermit reverse. I feel like it's Donald Trump going within, like going golfing, doing his own thing, hermiting, completely separating himself from everything and allowing Elon to just, run roughshod over the government. Okay, so let's look at Trump's weekend. Five of Cups. 5 of Cups is about loss, sadness. 2 of Cups is a partnership. Loss of a partnership. Loss of a partnership this weekend. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. So I feel like there could be some kind of a loss of a partnership. Something's going to happen with him and someone. I don't know who it is, but there's going to be something that happens that splits him apart from someone. I'm not feeling like this is a Musk thing, though. I'm wondering if this is going to be like Susie Wiles leaving, or I don't know. There's going to be some kind of a loss. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups reversed, and we have the Queen of Wands. This is the second time we've had that Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, when it's reversed, is an offer that doesn't materialize. So Trump is really confident that he's going to get something, that he's going to be repaid for what he's doing, but that offer is not going to materialize. He's not going to get what he thinks he's going to get. He thinks he's going to score. and he is not. And then the weekend is going to wind up with this Tower reverse energy and the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is about departure, abandonment. And the Tower is about everything being torn down. It's cataclysm, you guys. Abandonment. He's just kind of like walking away. I feel like he's like handed the keys of the United States to like Russia and China via Elon Musk. And this is where we are. Yeah, that's very, very stressful. Okay, so now that we've seen that, I want to know what messages Spirit has for you guys, for me and for you. What positive messages and advice does Spirit have for us to get us through this weekend? That is what I want to know. Okay, so we're not going to end it on a frightening note. We're going to look at what messages should we know? Because we know that we are divinely protected, right? Yes, that is true. If you are here, it is because you are one of those people that is ascending to the 5D that we talk about. And so this message is a special, I can't talk. This will be a special message for people watching this video from Spirit, telling us, sharing with us what it is we need to know this weekend, okay? Okay. The first thing we have is lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. Okay, so it's remembering that you've been through tough times before, and spiritually, you know, it's my belief that our spirit is eternal and that we have had many different experiences, both in the physical form and in the energetic form. And there is nothing that you're going through right now that you haven't handled before in some other way. And understand that things that you're going through, even though it's very tough right now, because I think we're all going through a very tough time, remember, like your soul will remember how to get through this time. Have faith and belief that you are built for this. I talk about, before we come to, my belief is before we come to this earth, we decide to come here. We decide, okay, I'm going to go to earth. This is going to be my experience. These are going to be the lessons I learn. And then we come here and we forget, and then we learn our lessons. So you're here right now because you chose to be here right now. You chose to be here in exactly this time because there's something here for you. Allow your soul to innately remember, okay? All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So this is, again, calling up the idea that you intuitively know how to get through things. Listen to the inner voice. The inner voice is not going to steer you wrong. It's going to steer you in the right direction. All right, turn your gaze within. Instead of looking out and spending time watching the news and watching everything fall apart and be completely stressed, spend some time in meditation, quiet meditation. Spend some time focusing on just listening to yourself breathe. Because you're going to find peace that way. You're not going to find peace if you're constantly looking without. We have to look within. Baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So again, it's like this continued message we're getting, guys. It's follow your intuition before it makes sense, before you understand. You innately know what to do, so you just have to trust yourself, and it's one little step at a time. It's baby steps, but it's taking action. Okay? And I think the first action is to stop looking without and to start looking within more. All right, you guys. I hope that this was helpful and kind of like a nice way to end the reading with some, positive direction of where we're going. I want all of you guys to hang in there and have a fantastic weekend despite everything that's going on. And remember, during this weekend, if you are having a good time, if you are just enjoying yourself, during those moments where you are having fun and enjoying yourself, send up the prayers and the good energy to the people in Gaza, okay? To the people in the United States that are terrified that they're going to lose their benefits. to just people all over the world that are affected, because we want to send them energy when we're in that good space. All right? Because it's more powerful. We don't want to send them energy from a scared place. They have enough of that. We need to send them energy from our good place. So this weekend, when you're having a good time, please remember to send that good energy up to all of those in the world that need it. If you are still with me, please give this video a thumbs up on your way out. If you liked it, it's a great way to help out my channel. And finally, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. Just click that little circle right there. Boop, boop, boop. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.